live with BTCC.
Be your host for this event, and what a great event it is, because here you will get intense training regarding our products of affiliate marketing 3.0, as well as sales training, and from none other than our master trainer, Trashit. And what you need to do is get your pen and your paper ready, your notebooks ready, and as well as make sure that everybody who's on your team is here with you to learn so that you can earn. And the person to tell you most about that is our master trainer, Trashit Jalal. Trashit, please welcome.
Thank you, Grace, and welcome everybody on this weekend call where we impart knowledge, where we impart trainings to understand the beautiful opportunity that we all are a part of. Thank you for joining this call. I am Trashit Galot. I am one of the rank leader in this unique affiliate marketing model, and being associated with Chavez and the top leadership for quite some time, I believe we have the basic understanding of what this ecosystem is all about, and that is what we are going to deliver you this evening. So it doesn't matter which part of the world you are joining from. It doesn't matter which country or which community you belong to. This is all about learning. So let's welcome everybody. Let's take this call as a beautiful learning session that you can take for the forward for the next week, and let us begin this. So very quickly, I'll first walk you through the disclaimers, which are very important. So let's do this.
General disclaimer. Welcome to this official presentation on Affiliate Marketing Model 3.0. All presenters are providing their name. You are
one of a fantastic product that is right now running live with our amazing offer. We know that DoDo, it seems to be a very rewarding platform, especially when the entire crypto market is bleeding right now. Then we know Capital 3.0, Chavez has already signed almost 6 allocations for us, and hopefully within a couple of weeks we are going to get more allocations to participate onto. But in this entire journey, let us get ourselves reminded, how did we start? Let us get back to the basics and understand BTCC. So today's entire session is going to be towards answering one question. Everybody is asking, all leaders, all community members, everybody is asking one question, and that question we will be answering tonight through our training. And that question is, when BTCC, the Bitcoin code, will get listed on exchanges, when we will go live with BTCC, when we will be able to swap directly in the open market BTCC to other networks. So that is what we are gonna answer today. So we still have just 88 participants. Please make sure that you invite all your teams. The session right now is although live on YouTube, but we will have a recording as well. Please make sure that you go through this entire training to understand the basics, how cryptocurrencies work, and what happens when a token or a coin gets listed on exchanges. All right. And I'll request a co-host to please be active on the waiting room, because for some reasons the enable button has been not functional. So please make sure that you allow people as fast as they are available in the waiting room. All right. So let us begin this training. And to begin this training, let me take you to the basics. And of course, in cryptocurrencies, the basic is Bitcoin. All right. So let us begin this. Let us enter this session, and let us start with the basics. Now, everybody knows that crypto industry is right now a $1 trillion industry. When you explore coin market cap and you go through this, let me zoom in. So can you see this?
Yes.
All right. Thank you, Grace. So over here, you can see the market cap is $3.15 trillion. $3.15 trillion. It's a whole lot of money. And the 24-hour volume is $75.13 billion. Right? And in this entire market, you can see the dominance. The dominance is of Bitcoin. 60.5%. Next is Ethereum, 10.1%. So Bitcoin, the mother of all currencies, the king of kings, Bitcoin is dominating the market by 60.5%. How it was possible? How did a coin get so much valued that it is reigning or dominating a market with 60.5%? Okay, so to understand this, we will get into basics of Bitcoin because that's the base of Bitcoin code, right? Okay, so if we see Bitcoin, if we study Bitcoin, what it is actually belief level of people, of community. There are believers in Bitcoin. There are people who believe it has a potential, it has a value. And right now, Bitcoin is trending at 96,283 dollars. How this value is achieved? Because there are so many believers, there are so many hodlers of Bitcoin, isn't it? Right? So if you take any currency, like I have right now a currency with me, like this is $100 bill. This is $100 bill. How does anybody would believe that this $100 bill has a value? Of course, there are government licensing on this. Like it has been authorized, it has been regulated, it has been monitored, and that way also that creates a value. But ultimately, if people stop believing that this is $100 bill, then it is just a piece of paper. In a similar manner, although being a digital currency, it's not even that something like we can touch it, but still it has $96,000 value. How? Because there are believers of Bitcoin. So first and foremost, if you really care about any coin, you need to believe in that coin. So if we want to see BTCC, reaching these heights, reaching this value, then there must be this kind of believers in BTCC. So what we will do is we will jot down some reasons why and how BTCC can reach to exchanges. So what we are doing today, we are answering the basic question, how or when BTCC will get listed on exchanges. And this question will particularly this question will also address the main reason why Chavez refunded Boomerang on BTC20 blockchain. Okay, so one reason is we need to have believers. So tell me, if I ask you, what is the strength of a community? Right now on Zoom, there are 106 people. Chavez says that we have almost more than 200,000 accounts on WAS. But how many of them are active? How many of them are active community members? So with that, if you see, do we have sufficient numbers of believers in BTCC, the Bitcoin code? Do we? No, there aren't, right? So the first and foremost thing we need is believers in BTCC. So as a community, we need to grow. As a community, we need to promote this. As a community, we need to have new members adapt to BTCC. All right. Now, if we speak of Bitcoin, how did the journey started of Bitcoin? This is Bitcoin, right? BTC. So back in 2008, a white paper was published. And in that white paper, it was described how and at which what kind of algorithm will help or enable anybody to claim Bitcoin or in a way to have this digital currency mined at our place. So this is bitcoin.org, and over here you can see the white paper. This is the exact white paper which was published by authored by Satoshi Nakamoto, and it was published online. And for the first time, the peer-to-peer electronic cash system was introduced, and Bitcoin was introduced as the fundamental currency, digital currency. Right? This happened back in 2008, and in now 3rd of January 2009, the first Genesis block of Bitcoin, it happened. So what does this mean? This mean that Bitcoin's blockchain went live in January 2009. But what does that mean? That means the first node of Bitcoin was set up, and this practically began mining BTCC, BTC, sorry, right? And that way, for the first time, a digital coin was mined. It was called Bitcoin, and this is how this entire 3.1 trillion dollar industry it evolved from 3.15 trillion dollar industry. It evolved from just one single coin, Bitcoin, right? So 2008, 3rd January, Bitcoin blockchain went live, and the first Genesis block of Bitcoin was set up. It was executed. Now, over here, you can see the supply is limited. How many Bitcoins are there total in the entire world that will be mined? 21 million only. So if you go to Bitcoin and see over here, there are, see the max supply is 21 million only. Of this, 19.82 million is already in supply. It is open in the market. So So 21 million is the total supply. Of this, 19.8 million is already out in supply, right? So this is 2025 right now, right? And this was 2009 when the supply was declared 21 million, right now, 2025. All right. So in across 14 to 15 years, from 2009 to 2025, almost 19.8 million Bitcoin are out in supply. So of this, we believe only 1.2 million is left, right? 1.2 million is left to be mined that will come into supply. And how many years it will take for this 1.2 million supply to come out in the open market? Let's see. So when will Bitcoin supply end? If you search this, if you Google this question, the year comes around 2140, and right now we are in 2025. So the last Bitcoin that will come into supply will be in the year 2140. So from 2009 to, if you see, almost 115 more years are left, and the year is 2140, right? When this entire 1.2 million remaining will come into supply, and there will no more Bitcoin left to be mined, right? So if you see, in just 14 to 15 years, 19.8 million, but across 115 years, it will take, well, I mean, 1.2 million will take 115 more years. How is it possible? So this is possible because when the white paper was published, the mining algorithm, the mining mechanism was described. Along with that, it was also described that at every 2010 blocks, I hope I don't need to explain what are blocks, right? In a blockchain. So when after every 210,000 blocks, halving event will occur. That means the supply will be halved. It will be half. So what is supply actually? All right. So if we start from 2009, in the white paper, it was published that the initial supply of BTCC, or sorry, or Bitcoin, it will be 50 Bitcoin every 10 minutes. That means anybody who would mine Bitcoin, who would be a part of node or who would be mining Bitcoin, they'll claim from this 50 Bitcoins distributed every 10 minutes amongst the miners. So this was the initial supply in 2009. This is how almost 19.8 million Bitcoins they are right now in open market. right? So anybody who would mine, who would start a node or who would mine Bitcoin, they will claim from this supply. And if we sum it up for 24 hours, it is 7,200 Bitcoins every day, right? And what was described in halving? At every 4 years, I mean, this 210,000 blocks, it takes approx 4 years of time, right? So at every 4 years, so from 2009 to 2012, it is it is reduced to half. So the supply was halved. So from 50 Bitcoin every 10 minutes, it went to 25 Bitcoins every 10 minutes. And this reduced to 3,600 every day, right? This was the first halving. All right. This was the first halving. So after this, after the next 4 years, second halving happened, right? Second halving event. It happened in 2016. So from here, the supply was further reduced to 12.5 Bitcoin every 10 minutes, right? So this went to 1,800 Bitcoins per day. Then the third halving happened, and this happened in 2020, and this supply was further reduced to 6.25 Bitcoins every 10 minutes, and this was reduced to 900, right? Then recently in 2024, fourth halving happened in 2024, and this supply was further reduced to 125, and this was reduced to 450. So if we go on reducing the supply, you can understand every day the Bitcoins that are into supply, that comes into supply, they are reduced further and further and further. And there will come a day when the last of the Bitcoin will come into supply, it will come into existence. By then you can calculate how many halving events would have already occurred, and at that time, even if you are having the a Satoshi, which is the the decimal value of Bitcoin, right? Even if you are having some Satoshis, they will be very, very valuable, right? And from this, can you predict when the fifth halving will occur?
In 2028.
Right? In 2028, right? And this supply will further get halved, right? So it will be something 1.5125, I believe, right? Bitcoins every 10 minutes, right? So this way, for remaining 1.2 million Bitcoins, 1.2 million Bitcoins, it will take almost 115 more years. It will take 115 more years. This is a destined journey of Bitcoin. Nobody can change that. Nobody can alter that, because this is set for a lifetime. I mean, 115 years is a lifetime. So this is Bitcoin's journey, and everything was published in this white paper. The algorithm, the tokenomics, the calculations, everything is written over here in this white paper. So those who understood this mathematics, simple logical thing, that the supply will reduce and the demand will increase. What is the human population right now on this planet? Almost 8 billion. 8 billion. And what is the total supply? 21 million only. So can you see the demand and supply factor over here? So the demand is this, it's going to keep on increasing, and that is why Bitcoin is right now at $96,000. What happened back in the time of lockdown? The basic necessities, basic things that you require in day-to-day life got expensive. Why? Because the supply was cut short. It was very difficult to procure even the basic things, day-to-day things. For that reason, the prices they appreciated. In a similar manner, if the demand increases and the supply is uh, declining, obviously that asset's value is going to increase. And no wonder this year we crossed all-time high 109,114 in value with Bitcoin. 20th January, 21 days back, we went to $109,114. So, can you see this? Can you understand the basics of Bitcoin? If so, now we will do some changes over here. All right. Now, this is all about Bitcoin. I hope this is clear to you all. I don't need to explain how Bitcoin works, how the blockchain works. But of course, I would like to say some things about Bitcoin blockchain. Bitcoin blockchain. Let's put it on top. So Bitcoin is the fundamental coin of Bitcoin blockchain, right? This is BTC is the fundamental coin. Now, because the supply is only through mining, because the supply is only through mining, this supply cannot be altered, it cannot be modified, it cannot be, how you call it cannot be manipulated, because it is set and it's a blockchain. So we know that in blockchain, the transactions cannot be edited, cannot be deleted. It's like forever, right? So the entire supply of Bitcoin is only through mining. For that reason, there is the Bitcoin blockchain is non-scalable. That means nothing much we can do about on this blockchain. Moreover, the TPS, the transaction per second of Bitcoin, the TPS of Bitcoin is something around 6 to 7 transactions per second. 6 to 7 transactions per second, right? And because it's a layer one blockchain and there is nothing much that we can do, maybe it cannot, there is no workaround this blockchain. And right now, when you see Ethereum, all the smart contracts, all the development that is taking place is EVM based, Ethereum virtual machine, right? So Vitalik Buterin, the founder of Ethereum, he understood Bitcoin, but he created something which is more advanced, more scalable, and which is more adaptable compared to Bitcoin, right? So he developed Ethereum, the next big thing on the crypto and blockchain space. So right now you see the dominance of Bitcoin, it's 60.6%, and the dominance of Ethereum is 10.1%, the second highest, right? So Bitcoin's blockchain is known EVM. That means it is a layer one blockchain. It was designed, and nothing much can happen right now with this, right? So apart from this, there is also one more biggest factor that affects the mining, that is energy consumption. So if you see Bitcoin mining farms, like over here, see this. These are Bitcoin mining farms. Right now, the Bitcoin mining has been so much commercialized that it is not possible for a layman person to start mining. Of course, they can start mining, but this very basic mining is not profitable because it has been so much commercialized. So you see right now there are mining farms in capacity of like big football grounds. Spend tens of thousands of dollars building Bitcoin mining. And if you explore all these videos, you will realize that Bitcoin mining is very energy centric. And for that reason, it has been so much commercialized that it is not possible for a simple person or very basic person to organize such kind of business setup. So this is all about Bitcoin. This is the basic, right? Now over here, let's make some changes. let's make some changes. So the coin that we are speaking of is Bitcoin. Let me take this. Let me take this. Let me put it on Word. All right. So the coin is right now, we understood Bitcoin, but now we are speaking of Bitcoin code, right? Same principle, Bitcoin, and now it is Bitcoin code. It is the fundamental coin of BTC20 smart chain, isn't it? BTCC is the fundamental coin of BTC20 smart chain, right? So if we speak of Bitcoins, if we understood Bitcoin's blockchain, now we will understand Bitcoin code's blockchain, right? Over here also, the supply is only through mining. I hope you all know that, right? If Bitcoin's blockchain is non-scalable, we have EVM compatible blockchain with us. Our blockchain is EVM compatible. That means all the smart contracts and all the application development is possible, right? If we speak of TPS of our blockchain is 64,000, far more better to Bitcoin or far more competent with other blockchains. If Bitcoin's blockchain was non-scalable, because we have all these features, BTCC blockchain is like very much scalable. So Chavez has often spoken of, we are right now a layer one blockchain. Now in future, we will be layer two blockchain. We will adapt many things. We will bring in many things. So this is why Chavez is speaking all these things, because we are very much scalable. We are very much adaptable. So there is more opportunity on our blockchain compared to the Bitcoin. But we are following the same fundamentals of Bitcoin. So our white paper was published in 2023, right? Third of Instead of 3rd of January, we went live on 3rd of October 2023. Our first Genesis block of BTCC, it happened on 3rd of October. So BTCC's blockchain went live on October 2023, right? The first node setup of BTCC happened in October 2023, but we have the same supply, 21 million. And we have just started our journey. So if you go to our dashboard, the mining dashboard, so we can find in this 16 months so far. So Bitcoin completed 15 months, 15 years, and we completed 15 months. So almost 315 million BTCC already have been mined. Okay, we will wait for this to meanwhile, right? So the supply is 21, that is fixed, and right now almost 315,000 BTCC are already out in supply, out in market. Over here also, we will have the same calculation. Of course, the year will change over here. And over here also, we have halving every 4 years. The same principle of halving, 4 years timeline over here, right? And over here also, we have the halving events defined in the same manner. So in 2009, Bitcoin was started mining, and we started mining in 2023. There was something 15,000 plus miners who all together went live with this blockchain and started claiming BTCC. All right. So over, like, in this, you can see if we started mining in 2023 and the initial supply is 50 BTCC every 10 minutes, 7200 BTCC every day. So the next halving event will happen on 2027 and the supply will be reduced or halved to 25 BTCC and 3600 BTCC every day. Then this third halving event will happen in 2031. So in a way, we are following the exact trend of Bitcoin. We are on the same fundamentals of Bitcoin. So this would be 2035. The supply will be reduced then to 6.25 BTCC every 10 minutes. And the fourth, and then the fifth, then the sixth, and this will continue. This will continue. So 2035. So like Bitcoin, even we have 140 years of mining journey over here. So if you understand Bitcoin very precisely, if you can understand the dynamics, if you can understand the basic logics, basic mathematics, so this will be very easy for you to relate. So this is BTCC. This is the blockchain, which is far more compatible, far more competent, far more scalable, far more adaptable. And above all, Bitcoin's blockchain is energy centric, but we are in digital mining, aren't we? So how many times do you have to set up NFTs? How many times do you have to do the maintenance of NFTs? How much space do you require? It's digital mining. It's far better and far more advanced than the institutional mining of Bitcoin and commercially possible for everybody to participate. You can start your mining journey with just $50, isn't it? The basic NFT. And for how many years this will give you almost 140 years of mining journey. You will be claiming BTCC. So now again, the question is how or when BTCC will get listed on exchanges. So Bitcoin almost took 2.5 years, more than 2.5 years to get listed on exchanges. And it was because somebody wanted to have a platform. That's why that platform was created. So you guys now tell me how many of you want or how many believers of BTCC are there who would really want to see it on exchanges? Far more less. So are we market ready right now? No, we are not market ready. So when we will get onto exchanges? When we are market ready. Apart from this, there is one more important factor. Like everybody in the market, they want to make only profit. They don't care about the value of Bitcoin or BTCC. They don't care about any other coin, token. Everybody wants to make profit. How many of you want to make loss? Nobody. Everybody wants to make a profit, right? So all they see is when the market goes up, we need to sell. And when market goes down, we need to buy. And this is what keeps the market alive. So in order to get BTCC listed on exchanges, we need to have BTCC believers. We need to be market ready as a system, as an ecosystem, maybe, or as a technology, right? And then we also ourselves, we need to be open and we need to be ready in terms of liquidity. So what happens is whenever a new coin is listed, you can see the graphs of all the coins. Whenever they are listed, all people do is they pump it and then dump it, and then pump it and dump it. Then it takes a very long time for the project to adapt, to evolve, and to grow to its full potential. So right now, if we list BTCC on open exchanges, how many of you would like to cash out? People are right now asking questions. Why is the bridge not working? We want to cash out. But understand this, we are not market ready right now. And all people will do is dump this. And because of that, whatever Chavez is trying to build, it will all get vested. So we really need to prepare ourselves first before getting BTCC listed on any exchanges. Bitcoin right now is $95,000 because there are millionaires and billionaires who have made money from Bitcoin, and they are right now, in a way, holding Bitcoins, and because of which this is having a value. So in a similar manner, we also need our BTCC millionaires and billionaires. But how people will become millionaires with BTCC? Only when they understand the dynamics, when they understand this logic, when they understand these basics. So before asking this question, how or when BTCC will get listed on exchanges, ask yourselves, how much do you believe in BTCC? If knowing what you know about Bitcoin, here is an opportunity for us all to get back on the exact trend of Bitcoin. This is what Chavez has given us. We are again able to rewrite a history. We are again right now a part of history in the making, right? So BTCC is definitely one of the best opportunity that you can hold on right now. So grab as many BTCC as possible and hold. In crypto and blockchain, we call it not hold, we call it hold. So how do we do that? So first option for everybody is miners. So those who can afford or those who can want to get started, this is miners. Miners are of value $50, $500, and $5,000. So each miner has its own hash power, right? It has hash power. So with the hash power, how much you claim from the daily supply is determined. Hash power of the NFT. Each NFT is having its own hash power. It determines how much BTCC you will claim from the daily supply. Let me see if this dashboard is opening. It's not opening. All right, no problem. So miners, digital NFTs are the best way to start claiming BTCC. All right. Each NFT has its own hash power, which determines how much you would claim from the daily supply. More the hash power, more you would claim from the daily supply. Along with the hash power, there is a B fuel component, right? B fuel. So, like when we run our cars, it requires fuel, right? And the horsepower of the engine determines the speed. In a similar manner, over here, the NFTs have hash power, which determines how much they would claim from the daily supply, BTCC. We know the daily supply, right? 50 BTCC every 10 minutes, 7200 every for every until the every day until the first halving, right? So hash power determines how much claim from the daily supply, and B fuel determines what is the cost of that claim. Like for $50 NFT, the claim the B fuel cost is almost $3 every day. For $500, it's $30 every day. For $5,000, it's $300 every day. To understand this, I'll take you back to the this mining of BTC, Bitcoin. So we know that Bitcoin mining is energy centric. It requires energy. It requires electricity. Along with that, there are other factors, as in the power supply. Along with that, there is internet charges. Then there is maybe rental if you hire a space. Maybe there will be a manpower required, right, to manage systems. Then, of course, when you buy ant miners, it also costs you the wear and tear of the entire system, right, and the maintenance. So this all is the cost of mining. This all sums up to the cost of mining. Now, you know, like we have seen over here, a little bit. So over here, this is the cost of mining. So how much Bitcoin you are claiming after spending all this, right? How much Bitcoin you are claiming from the daily supply, and what is the value of that Bitcoin? It would determine your profits. But over here, if you understand, all these charges are to be paid upfront. You cannot say to your internet provider that when the Bitcoin will pump after 4 years, I will give you your balances. I will clear your dues, right? So over here, the cost of mining is to be paid upfront. But over here, this B fuel is the cost of claiming BTCC from the daily supply. This is not to be paid upfront, but eventually it has to be paid. And when it's paid, it goes into the liquidity of BTCC. B fuel, whatever your charges are for claiming BTCC, it directly goes into liquidity. So can you understand this entire mechanism? Like Chavez has given us miners, digital miners. They are available in the affiliate model where you make extra income by selling, by buying, by doing stuffs on miners. So these miners, they start claiming BTCC for which they incur a cost, which is in B fuel. And when you pay this cost in B fuel, this B fuel gets into liquidity, which eventually appreciates the value of BTCC. So it's like a full cycle. Everything is interconnected over here. So this is the entire setup of BTCC. So miners, hash power, B fuel, liquidity, and the appreciation of value of BTCC. So gradually, as we proceed towards the first halving, the supply will reduce further and further, and the price of BTCC will appreciate more and more. So Chavez, when he started this mining, he allocated a small liquidity with which the value of BTCC was $3 back in 2023, October 2023. But right now, if you see, the value of BTCC is $156 in right now, February 2025. How? How it was possible? Because we kept on increasing our liquidity. So this answers another question: why Chavez gave away boomerang refund through BTCC, right? So if you see BTCC appreciating from $3 to 156, it's because of the increase in liquidity against the number of coins. It's very easy to get listed on exchanges. Hardly you require a liquidity of some 100 millions. You can get listed on any exchanges. But once it lands on exchanges, what will happen? People are gonna just dump it. Are we ready? No, we are not. So right now, the foremost challenge that people are facing is utility of BTCC. So if we cannot sell it on open exchanges, where do we use it? So for this, Chavez, with his brilliance, has already designed a mechanism, a utility of BTCC in the systems. So we have affiliate marketing 3.0, right? And over here, we have DeFi products. And for DeFi products, 60% deposits to purchase these products is in TRC 20. 60% is in USDT TRC 20, and 40% is in USDT BTC 20. That's our own asset on our blockchain. So all your boomerang refunds are in, plus POR as well. POR was in WBTC, sorry, but it can be swapped to USDT. Practically, you can use this also in buying DeFi products. So right now, the DeFi products, if anybody wants to purchase, must have 60% USDT TRC20, and of course now he has introduced USDC in Polygon as well. All right. So 60% in USDT TRC20 or USDC Polygon, and 40% in USDT BTC20. So with this, everybody can utilize their BTCC either for self purchases or teams purchase. We must understand that we are a part of affiliate marketing. So unless we affiliate, it doesn't make any sense being a part of this. Of course, products have their own benefits, but all the products, if you see, having great benefits and a long-term benefits, right? So 40% is can be utilized over here, and especially with nodes. Okay, first of all, let's understand what are DeFi products. So DeFi products are digital NFTs, our Core 20 miners, then the node subscriptions, then LquidPay, credit card, then DoDo license, and there are more to come, maybe this year or later, but there will be more products. So all these DeFi products, when you purchase, so I had somebody in my team from Africa, he's waiting for his KYC, but he wants to sell 1 million cards, 1 million cards to his community, to his people in the entire country. Now for this, if he sells even minimum $100 value card, this is $100 million business. And if we consider 40% of this, it's $40 million in USDT BTC20. In a similar manner, if DoDo, with all its exceptional features and with all the features enabled right now, if even 50,000 people they buy DoDo licenses, the minimum value is 500. It's 25 million into 40%. That's almost 10 million. So people can easily cash out. Chavez has already given a system, a mechanism, outlet where people can cash out if they really want. So leaders also must take responsibility of their respective teams and help them. And people should also understand that this is an affiliate marketing product. And card is one of the best thing to sell right now. And node subscriptions, another way of claiming pure BTCC. Like we have 3 node subscription. We have Lightning node at $13,500 value. We have Authority node at $27,000 value. And then we have Master node at $54,000 value. Each node have different functionality, but the APY is same for all the nodes. It's 182%. So considering the value of BTCC at $150, master node, the full node, they give you something around 54 BTCC every month. This gives 27 BTCC every month. This gives 13 BTCC every month. But these rewards are not, are not finalized at the end of the month. They get credited every hour into your node wallet, which you have attached to the node, to the RPC network. So this is like a one-time investment, and you practically make a generational income through this node subscription. This subscription cost is to be paid only once in a lifetime. While you receive BTCC for almost the entire mining journey, that's almost a lifetime, right? 140 years. It's not small. It's not a small number. So as long as the BTCC blockchain will remain active, every node subscription will have its rewards every hour. And depending on which category of node you have, which variant of node you have chosen, you will receive this. So this is like one of the best thing you can invest into on any blockchain product. Here, utilize your boomerang refunds, your proof of reserve refunds. Utilize over here. If 13,500 is a big value for you, So maybe, teams can come together and they can start syndicate notes. Leaders have been doing that. We have been doing that. So even that can be done. So there are solutions possible only if you start looking for solutions. Unless and until we just confine ourselves to this limited thinking, we will never ever be able to evolve. We will never ever be able to find solutions. So this is all about BTCC and how and when BTCC will be on exchanges. Unless and until we are ready, it doesn't make any sense. So right now, with $155 value, you are getting one-to-one value on the DeFi products, right? So for us, even if the P2P market is launched, we would still prefer to encash our BTCC and our own systems. Or maybe we will not like to cash out BTCC. We would like to hold it as much as possible. There are stories about Bitcoin. People went bankrupt, but still they did not sell their BTC Bitcoins, right? Because they believed in Bitcoins. So over here, if you really want to see good things with BTCC, we need to have a strong community who would really believe in BTCC. All right. Thank you for joining this call. This will be all from the training side, and I hope we brought much clarity to everybody in terms of the basic understanding of BTCC. All right. Over to you, Grace, and we will have a couple of questions. After that, we will conclude. Thank you so much, everybody, for being patient and
So,
understanding.
Kashid, amazing training every single time. I got 2 pages of notes and I wrote real small. Really small. So amazing, amazing training. So let's go ahead and get started with the questions, folks. I know that you have plenty. So let's start our videos. You can start your videos now. Put your human face in the camera if you will go ahead and start it, and raise your hands as quickly as possible so I know how many